Good evening, friends. Sitting in the ugly chair with the ugly ottoman that is now staging the OG Xbox. What better way to unwind after a long day of work than to play the original with the Duke, Dookie boy. Yep. Anyway, um, I am sadly going to be boxing this up along with a lot of my other retro gaming stuff because I simply do not have the space for it right now. Um, I am going through a major renovation project with the house that I currently inhabit. It was at one point set up as a two-family unit, and I'm trying to set it up again as a two-family unit, rent it out, and then move on somewhere else. Kind of a long-term plan, but anyway, it's a big project. I don't have a lot of space. I'm probably going to be moving out of this space eventually anyway, so unfortunately right now I gotta box this stuff up. But before I box it up, I thought why not just take it for one last spin, you know? Um, I... This is pretty much how I would have experienced it. Don't mind the cat. He's just anxious to get to me. He'll see me in a little while though. This is how I would have experienced the Xbox when it first came out in the early 2000s. The OG Duke controller here. What did this output? I think it was like 480i. This is my first time also using this RCA to HDMI converter here. It's not a RetroTink. I don't have RetroTink money right now. It's the Insignia one. Seems to work okay. I haven't actually seen it on the big screen yet, but I will in a minute, and you're gonna see it with me. Well, actually, you won't. You're gonna see it captured through an HDMI capture card. One of my usual crazy setups. I got the composite video audio cables, the red, white, and yellow, plugged into the converter with an HDMI output plugged into a capture card that feeds the signal to my PC, and then also passes through the HDMI to my TV. So, yeah, that's what's happening. But anyway, just thought I'd get nostalgic here for a minute in my ugly chair. I like the ugly chair, it's grown on me. I didn't like this at first. This is just a cover, by the way. I can take this off, but I like it because you know, it's grown on me. And I thought, what better game to play than the game, you know? This game kind of made the Xbox when it first came out. Halo, I think it was originally being developed as a PC game. And I've also got the metallic case, Halo 2. This was a big deal when it came out. I remember I was there. Halo 2, back when they came with manuals and cases. I'm not, for the older systems, the Nintendo 64 and beyond, I'm not really a complete in-box kind of person, but for the era of discs, the PlayStation, the Xbox, I mean, why not? It was, the disc was kind of a sensitive, fragile thing. It gets scratched up. This one certainly has seen better days. Hopefully it still works, but, there's really no excuse not to keep the box. For the cartridge-based systems, I don't really care. I've got some that are complete in box, but that's just because I've kept them. I had them originally, and I just never threw the dang box away. But these, I mean, there's really no reason not to. We used to get those sleeves, you remember? That you have the book, the book of sleeves where you put your CDs and your movies and your games and stuff. Anyway, let's turn this bad boy on. Remember that. It doesn't look half bad. This thing is supposed to upscale to 1080p. It looks okay. Definitely not like a newer system. Music. Remember when we used to have music? Memory. I'm afraid to even look in there. Xbox Live. Oh yeah. Live enabled. Online enabled. Let's have a go. See if she still works. Now this output, I think 480i is the original. The composite audio video is what it ships standard with. Oh, that's nice. You might get some dual. You might get some dual audio going on. That's why. Turned way up. I'm recording sound through the capture card, but then I'm also playing sound through my TV. And I have my mic set up here, so if you get some dual audio weirdness going on, I apologize. Game demos, I don't remember that. What was about. Let's just do the campaign. These are saved games that I already had, I guess. Some of them. One, rent level, the mall, truth and reconciliation. What was the first level? Man, I had a lot of playthroughs on here. I guess I'll just create new. 13, Let's say, let's call it retro. Where's the T? There it is. Retro. Done. Creating player profile. Let's do normal. What was I saying? It came standard with the composite. The red, white, yellow. That'd be video and then stereo audio. There was an optional upgrade. You could get component video, and I think that was a bit better, maybe 720p. And I thought about trying to do something like that, but, you know, I don't really want to spend a lot of money right now. And I wanted to play this how I would have played it. This is pretty much how I would have experienced it, except it would have been on a CRT.
I think we both know the answer to that.
Captain Keyes.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their station.
Everyone, sir?
Everyone. And Cortana.
Yep,
Let's give our old friend a warm.
there she is.
I've already begun.
Attention, all combat personnel. Please report to your action. Fifth platoon, secure airlocks on deck 11. 14th platoon, rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Once again, it is our job to finish what the flyboys started. We are leaving this ship platoon and engaging the Covenant on solid ground. When we meet the enemy, we will rip their skulls from their spines and toss them away, laughing. Am I right, Marines? Sir, yes, sir. Damn right I am. Now move it out. Double time.
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal contact imminent.
All you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
Sir? Right. Let's thaw him out. Okay. Bringing low-level systems online. Cracking the case in 30 seconds. He's hot! Blowing the pins in 5!
Tube shows green. Cycle complete.
Sorry for the quick thaw, Master Chief. Things are a little hectic right now. The
There
disorientation
he
should
is.
pass quickly.
Welcome back, sir. We'll have you battle-ready stat.
Chief, please look around the room. I need to get a calibration reading for your battlesuit's diagnostics. Good.
That's-
Thank you, sir.
I'm bringing your health monitors online, sir.
These controls are not as solid as modern controls.
Vital signs
Maybe
look
it's
normal.
just
No freezer burn. Okay, sir. Go ahead and climb out of the cryo tube.
feels all loosey goosey. Just because it's old, worn. I don't think I used the Duke that much. I think I used the.
Okay, sir.
The
Look
other
at me
one.
so we can begin. I gave you a double dose of the wake-up stim. Take a quick walk around the cryo bay and join me at the optical diagnostic station when you're ready.
Optical diagnostic station.
I know the ordnance techs usually take care of your targeting sensors, but we're short of time, Chief. Just look at each of the flashing panels to target them. When you lock on, it'll change color.
Okay, that looks good.
Okay, that looks good.
Sir, I'm getting some calibration errors. I'm going to invert your looking pitch, so you can see if you like it better that way.
Inverted.
Try targeting the flashing lights again.
No.
Is that better, or should I switch it
Go
back?
back.
Okay. Try looking up and down again, please. Do you want me to
Yes,
leave it like
leave it.
that, or switch it again? Okay, I'll leave the pitch normal. But if you want, you can change it yourself later.
Okay.
I'm ready for the energy shield test now.
Please follow me to the energy shield test station.
Fire
Ew.
teams, report to defensive positions Alpha through Sierra.
You hear that?
Sensors show inbound Covenant boarding craft. Stand by to repel boarders.
Stand on the yellow square. This will just take a second. Okay, bring his energy shields online, please.
All right. Shields read as fully charged.
Okay, sir. Bring them down to test the automatic recharge.
remember that. And that beep and then run for cover.
Recharging normally. We're showing green across the board.
Bridge to Cryo 2, this is Captain Keyes. Send the Master Chief to the bridge immediately.
Captain, we'll have to skip the weapons
About to get
diagnostics
iced.
tonight.
On the double, crewman.
Aye, aye, sir. The skipper seems jumpy. We'd better get moving. We'll find you weapons later.
Okay, I'll leave the self-diagnostics running at least. Oh god, they're trying to get through the door! Security! Intruders in Cryo 2! Please, Daddy!
Sam!
Goodbye, Sam.
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here. This way!
Goodbye, unknown technician. See if I remember my way around here.
Alert, all hands. Both targets at Vortex 4, 7, and 12.
Ouch. Left. I think you don't get a gun until you meet up with Captain Keyes. Uh-oh.
Back me up!
Get out of my way.
Sir, the captain needs you on the bridge ASAP. Better follow me.
I remember seeing something about the elite voices were really just people speaking in regular English, but it was played backwards and like slowed down.
Captain Keyes is waiting for us, sir.
Captain Keyes. Original Master Chief.
Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3, make that 4 kills. Sleep well?
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
Report!
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am, fire control for the main cannon is offline!
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cole Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the office. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found, I'm gonna try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. Protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my neural lace, and then sort yourself for a hot transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research. Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to
He
find
talk
out
out of the side of his mouth. New weapon. Got a squeaky trigger here.
Humans could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
I'm coming.
Where are your glasses, boy?
B is melee.
Damn, he got away. Anybody see him?
It's weird because
Where'd they go?
now we kind of have everything standardized. The left trigger is aim, right trigger is fire. And then you also have bumpers. You didn't have bumpers on the OG.
Let's find him.
And left trigger throws a grenade.
Teams on decks 5 through 9. Fall back to secondary defensive position.
You've got B is melee. Generally now it's, I think pressing and right stick is melee most of the time.
What the hell?
What
Did
the
something
hell?
just hit us? Move in! Back to the airlock! Clean your visor!
And pressing the right stick trying to do a melee attack.
Best you can do! Good one, Einstein.
They're using our lifeboat airlocks to attach their boarding craft. We go out and they come in.
Now, what I didn't like about the shields here, from what I can
Nobody on this
recall,
side.
is you couldn't get another one until you completely drained the one that you had. Squeaky trigger. I'll probably play through first mission. That's the plasma rifle. Oh.
Firing!
I think the plasma rifle worked best at taking down the elite's shield.
Keep it up, boys! Yikes! You got me? There's another one! Let's do it! Off it burn! Covering fire! I'm hit! Keep it up! Lost contact. Where'd he go?
Testament theory. Yeah, see? Can't pick up another shield until the one I have's gone. That sucks. That's what it is. This black button. Maybe it cycles through your grenades. Go.
Covenant, on the landing above us.
Covering fire! Right on!
Hey!
Get clear! Does anyone see him?
Target grenades.
Cover me!
Go, go, go! You can't hide from me!
I'm on it!
They won't mess with us. Let me get there.
This is the captain. Prepare to abandon ship. Combat teams, repel borders until ops personnel are away. He's out.
The life pods are launching. We should hurry. Warning, blast doors closing. The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that run. We have to use the ship's maintenance access ways. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
Come on.
Combat teams, Alpha,
White
November,
button.
pull out the nearest feedback station.
Something that took away.
I'm detecting Covenant movement outside the access ways. Activating motion tracker. Let's find a safe
Oh,
exit.
yeah.
We're too close. We need to find another route. Motion tracker shows all clear. Wait. We need to get through that door, but it's been damaged by an explosion.
Way ahead of you, Cortana. Yeah. Well, he doesn't have much ammo. There we go.
Combat teams, Sierra, Victor, prepare for evac.
Couldn't sprint either. I think here's where the invisible ones are, maybe. Oh, no.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping. damage to the superstructure is extensive. I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take. Keep your head down. There's two of us in here now, remember? There's one last lifeboat. Quickly, get aboard before it launches. Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Aye, sir. We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
We're gonna make it, aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here.
Look!
The halo ring.
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know. We're landing on it.
I knew it! The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going in manually.
Heads up, everyone. This is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
Sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.
We're coming in too fast. Damn! Air brake failure. They flew too early. I'm losing her. Brace for impact!
Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last. Are you all right? Can you move? The others. The impact. There's nothing we can do.
Nothing we can do. Well, I'm not gonna make this an entire playthrough.
Warning. I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash. Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
No, when this came out, these were like top tier graphics. We also had smaller TVs, lower resolution, so a lot of it wasn't noticeable. That's my one real, I guess, complaint, I don't know, about retro gaming these days is things, you know, when you upscale this and put it on a modern giant TV, like my, what is this I got here, 65 inch, I think, 4K TV. you can see all of the, I don't know, it looked better on a CRT, because that's what we would have played this on. That's what I played it on, was a CRT. And on a CRT, which, the display itself was a much lower resolution, it wouldn't have looked so bad. Plus, we really didn't know any better, because that's all we had back then. So, one of the things that I'm working on, I could just use a CRT, of course. I have CRTs, but the thing is, they kind of face the same challenges, the same limitations as the consoles themselves. The Xboxes are not really at a point where they're scarce yet, but some of the older consoles, the NES, what to say here? I can't play and talk at the same time. Anyway, the CRTs are around now. You can still find them. You can still buy them. They don't make them anymore. But as time goes on, they will become more and more scarce, along with the hardware, which is why I like emulation so much. But one of the challenges with emulation is to recreate the experience. So of course I can play this on a giant high-res TV, but it's not the same. It doesn't look the same, and it doesn't feel the same. I can't remember if there was a way to get one of those Banshees. I think I got one time. You could, like, kind of breeze through this stage, this level. Can you hijack them? I don't recall if you can hijack vehicles. Halo 1. I know in the later ones you can, but anyway, I'm not going to turn this into an entire playthrough. That's pretty much the first level of the original Halo. Combat Evolved. A lot of you, if you didn't play this originally, you probably played it in the Master Chief Collection. If you're into that sort of thing, it's hard to believe that this came out over 20 years ago. Bungie. (2002) is the date on these reviews. 2001. Man. Long time ago, back when we still had manuals. What was this? It's good to play together. Crimson Skies, that was a good one. Was it Voodoo Vance? Was that his name? I don't know what that was. Mini Cooper, something or other. Project Gotham Racing. I want to revisit all of these. I had quite an extensive collection of Midtown Madness, that was it. Crimson Skies, I played I played that game a lot. I was really into, still really am into aviation. I own several helicopters and drones. RC ones, not room. There he is, the Dookie boy. I think maybe next time I'll do Halo 2. And by that time I would have migrated to the other controller. What do they call it? Is that the Type S or something? I don't know. Actually tell you about the enemies, the grunts, jackals, elites, hunters. This was before the apes. What were they? I can't remember. Came out on Halo 2. I like it because the flood is not mentioned in the manual. The flood is kind of a surprise. It's a plot twist. It was a big plot twist. Oh. Anyway. We had a tip line. Didn't even know about that. Automated game tips available 7 days a week, including holidays, 24 hours a day. 95 cents per minute. In the US, anyway. Wow. That was actually a thing. So I guess maybe I'll call this number one day to see if it's still active. Be interested to find out. 95 cents per minute. Oh. Okay. Save and quit. Maybe I'll pick this up again one day. Do a full playthrough. Anyway, that's that. The OG Xbox. Maybe I'll play a couple more games on it before I box her up. They will. The Xbox along with my other retro system. Man, it feels so weird calling the Xbox. Ooh. Retro. Ugh. I mean, I was like, how old was I? I don't even want to think about that. But when I think of retro, I think of like the NES, Super Nintendo, maybe even the N64. Think about Xbox, but Xbox is retro now. It is what it is. I'm getting old. Shall I explore what I had saved in here? I guess I had a lot. Searching for saved games. Battlefield 2. Brute Force. Burnout. Oh man, Burnout was when it came out. Man. The graphics on Burnout. I remember playing it for the first time and just being blown away by the graphic. Was it Burnout or was it... I think it was Reckless. Yeah. Call of Duty, Finest Hour. Crazy Taxi. Crimson Skies, there it is. Dark Watch. I don't remember Dark Watch. Dead or Alive, Dead to Rights. Oh, I remember Dead to Rights. I have that. I need to find... I'm missing some of these games. I only have like a portion of my collection. I don't know where the rest of it went. Matrix? I don't remember Matrix. ESP? I don't remember playing that. Far Cry? I remember Far Cry. I remember Forza. I remember Ghost Recon. Vice City. Halo, of course. Halo 2. Haunted Mansion, Hitman, Kill Switch, that was a good one. Mace Griffin, Max Payne, that's another one that I'm missing. I have Max Payne 2. I know I have Max Payne somewhere, and I can't find it though. Black Assault. This was another thing that was kind of revolutionary, was not needing a memory card. There were memory card slots here, but the Xbox had a hard drive, which was kind of a big deal when it came out. Mercenaries, I think I remember Mercenaries. Metal Arms, that was a good one. Metal Gear Solid, Mortal Kombat, Outrun. I gotta see the save slots or whatever. Pariah, Project Gotham, that was the one I played a lot. Rainbow Six, Wreck, run around, eat onions and fart. Silent Hill 2, 4. Red Mercury, I don't remember that. Splinter Cell, that's one that I want to revisit. Splinter Cell was a good series. Anyway. It is what it is. I don't like making long videos. So I think I'm going to call it here for now. And we will pick it up next time. Maybe we'll play a couple more titles before I box it up. I got some other consoles too. The PlayStation 2, maybe the GameCube. We'll see. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. There are no rules here. We do what we want. Anyway, thanks for joining me. And keep it real. I'll see you next time, friends.